It's show time. Welcome everyone to your favorite show, the Ultimate Bible Quiz. Grab your seat and join in our faith-filled quest today. So for today, we will explore from the most popular book today, The Great Controversy, chapters 21 and 22. I'm your host, Baby Musa, and I shall take you along with me. Today, we have our ambassadors. The young people are ready. So to our online friends, we are happy to have you, and your support is greatly appreciated. In today's edition, I shall be asking them questions to test their knowledge and understanding of the incredible book, The Great Controversy. Are you ready? Right, so let's meet our teams for today's edition. Like I said, we have the mighty ambassadors with us. So help me welcome from my east, the team Heralds of the Morning. A round of applause for them as they are coming in. Wow, aren't they looking good? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please grab the mic and introduce yourselves.
Hello everyone. Here to my left is Tendo Mgabe, and to my right is Wesley Nyakodge, and my name is Confidence Nyamtoa, and our team is Heralds of the Morning.
Heralds of the Morning. Let's give them a round of applause. To my west, the wise men from the west, help me to welcome the team Disciples of Christ. Welcome, welcome. Please grab the mic and introduce yourselves.
Hello guys, my name is George Piri.
My name is Masimba Managaze.
Ngosnat Moro, and we are the Disciples of Christ team.
Oh, wow. And they're looking good as well. Welcome, young men. This is going to be an interesting show, so grab your seat and don't go anywhere. Okay, so to begin with, we will be asking warming up questions, just warm up questions, nothing much. So, are you ready? Okay, let's get into it. This is going to be interesting. So to begin with, I will start with you, Heralds of the Morning. What does the Great Controversy refer to in the context of the Great Controversy? The title, Great Controversy, what is your understanding of it? A battle between humans. B, the conflict between God and Satan. C, a war between nations.
The answer is B.
The conflict between God and Satan. And that is correct. A round of applause for the team. And over to you. In chapter 21, what is described as being God's final act of justice? A, the second coming of Christ. B, the great flood. C, creation.
The answer is A.
The second coming of Christ. That is correct. Okay. Over to you, Heralds of the Morning. According to chapter 22, who will be judged at the end of time? A, only the unbelievers. B, only Christians. C, all people.
The answer is C, all people.
That is correct. Moving on. What role do angels play according to Ellen White in chapter 21 and 22? A, they have no involvement. B, they assist in the judgment process. C, they are only present during worship.
The answer is B.
They assist in the judgment process. That is correct. Wow, these teams, they seem to be really born ready. Okay, let's move on. In chapter 21, Heralds of the Morning, what condition is described for those who are resurrected to eternal life? A, they will still experience temptation. B, they receive immortality and joy. C, they will forget their past life.
The answer is B.
They will receive immortality and joy, and that is correct once again. Over to you, DC. Which prophecy is fulfilled at Christ's return according to chapter 22? A, the establishment of an earthly kingdom. B, the restoration of the Garden of Eden. C, the end of sin and suffering.
The answer is C.
The end of sin and suffering. That is correct once again. Wow. It's getting hot in here. Let's scale it up a bit. Over to you, Heralds of the Morning. What significant event does Ellen White discuss that occurs just before the second coming, specifically involving the mark of the beast? A, global warming. B, the closing of probation. C, the establishment of world peace.
The answer is B, the closing of probation.
Well read. That is correct. Oh my word. Over to you, DC. In chapter 22, what does the author emphasize about the importance of prophecy? A, it provides entertainment. B, it prepares us for the current events. C, it is purely historical.
The answer is B.
It prepares us for current events, and that is correct once again. How do I break this tie? I need to scale it up. All right, over to you, Heralds of the Morning. How does the Great Controversy describe the relationship between faith and works in the context of the last days? A, faith alone without work is enough. B, works can save us if done correctly. C, genuine faith results in obedience and good works.
The answer is C.
Genuine faith results in obedience and good works. Well read. These teams mean serious business. One of the two will have to take up the prize. So we will move on to the other questions. And now we move to you, DC. Who is considered the key figure in the Protestant Reformation as described in the Great Controversy? A, John Calvin. B, Martin Luther. C, John Wesley. D, William Tyndale.
The answer is B.
Martin Luther. Well read once more. That is correct. So we will move on to our structured questions. I will start with you, Heralds of the Morning. What is the title of chapter 21 in the Great Controversy?
The answer is A Warning Rejected.
That is correct. Well done. Oh my, you came prepared, huh? Over to you, DC. Which historical event is prominently discussed in chapter 21?
The cleansing of the sanctuary.
That is incorrect. DC, the answer is the Great disappointment. Okay, over to you, Heralds of the Morning. Let's also be watchful for a time, okay? What was the central message of William Miller's preaching? What was the central message of William Miller's preaching?
Okay, the answer is the second advent.
That is correct. Well done. Now, DC, you need to pull up, right? Your question: what significant events did Miller predict would happen in 1844?
The answer is Christ's second return.
That is correct. All right. And over to you, Heralds of the Morning. Which parable did Jesus use to illustrate the disappointment of his followers?
Okay, the answer is the parable of the 10 virgins.
That is correct. Heralds of the Morning is not letting go. Okay. Now over to you, DC. What movement emerged as a result of the Great Disappointment? What movement emerged as a result of the Great Disappointment?
The answer is the Advent movement.
Can you explain a little more? Before Heralds of the Morning grabs and takes away your answer, please expand more. What movement emerged as a result of the Great Disappointment? The wise men from the east. Speak through the mic. And our time is up. I will hand it over to the Heralds of the Morning. It seems like they have a burning quest to answer this question. Okay. Heralds of the Morning. Yes, give it your shot.
I will think it was the Millerite movement.
The Millerite movement. Well, our answer is the formation of the Adventist Church. Okay. Moving over to you, to your question. According to chapter 22, what key biblical events did Miller misunderstand? What key biblical event did Miller misunderstand?
BDD. This is BDD is isn't the same thing.
The answer is the cleansing of the sanctuary.
The answer is the timing of the investigative judgment. That is the precise answer. So, unfortunately, that is incorrect. Okay, over to you, DC. Who were the key individuals who continued studying after the Great Disappointment? Who were the key individuals who continued study after the Great Disappointment?
The answer is Miller and his associates.
Oh my, what a good way of just, answering and getting away with it. The wise men from the east are surely finding their wisdom. But What do you mean, Miller and his associates? We need the names. Give us the names. The ones you know. Individuals who continued studying after the Great Disappointment.
Charles Fitch.
That is incorrect. Right, as you have noticed, we just scaled up the level. So we are in the advanced level and our time is running. So we need to move over to you, Heralds of the Morning. What was the role of Hiram Edson in the aftermath of the Great Disappointment?
He repeated it using
What was the role of Hiram Edson in the aftermath of the Great Disappointment, according to chapter 22?
Yes. Enjoy. Enjoy.
Okay. We think he helped William Miller for the church to continue.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Our answer is he received a vision about the heavenly sanctuary. Now, I will ask one last question to you, DC. What Bible verse became the foundation of the sanctuary doctrine? What Bible verse became the foundation of the sanctuary doctrine?
Daniel 8 verse 14.
That is correct. A big round of applause for our teams. Wow, it was such an incredible moment with the DC and the Heralds of the Morning. We want to thank you all for participating in this show and in this particular episode. It was not easy, but these teams really pulled through. So thank you all. And as you know, we have one team that will move to the next level. And for this round, that is the team Heralds of the Morning. A round of applause for them. Well done. It was a 1 point difference. So well done again to you, DC. We hope to see you in the next segment. And may you continue the spirit of reading that is in you. To our viewers, thank you so much for watching with us. Let's move on to the next level.